Marvel is introducing an extremely powerful character into the MCU through Fantastic Four First Steps. No, I'm not talking about Doctor Doom or Galactus. We already know these characters are set to appear in Fantastic Four, with Doctor Doom potentially being teased in a post-credit scene and later appearing in Avengers: Doomsday. Today, we're discussing a character so powerful that he can create pocket universes with just his thoughts and desires. This is a character who, at the end of the universe, merges with Galactus to save Earth from annihilation. He's considered one of the most powerful mutants in Marvel history. Franklin Richards, the son of Reed Richards and Sue Storm. Although Franklin Richards is overwhelmingly overpowered, Marvel Studios seems to be bringing him into the MCU, albeit with some adjustments. In the comics, his father imposes limitations on him during his childhood, and a similar nerfing is likely for the MCU. According to Marvel Insider reports, Franklin Richards will appear in Fantastic Four, First Steps, and later in Avengers: Doomsday. Recent leaked set photos show Vanessa Kirby, Sue Storm, holding a baby, strongly hinting at Franklin Richards' inclusion. Reports suggest that Franklin will be around 4 years old in Fantastic Four, First Steps, and 10 to 13 years old in Avengers: Doomsday. This age progression indicates a 6 to 9 year time gap between the two films. Interestingly, Fantastic Four, First Steps is rumored to take place in an alternate universe set in the 1960s. If this is true, the time gap between the films might not matter in the traditional sense. It seems certain that Franklin Richards will play a pivotal role in the MCU, with his introduction paving the way for significant narrative developments in Avengers: Doomsday, and beyond. There's also speculation that the Fantastic Four team might be involved in a TV series for a few years before joining the Avengers. However, this is just a rumor for now, and we'll discuss it in detail in another video. For now, let's explore the possibilities of Franklin Richards' age progression in the MCU, from 4 years old in Fantastic Four, First Steps, to 10 to 13 years old in Avengers: Doomsday. Given Franklin's immense power and mysterious nature, his rapid aging could be attributed to his reality-warping abilities. In fact, Franklin might consciously manipulate his age to suit certain scenarios. After all, he's a character capable of altering universal constructs. Franklin Richards is known in the comics for his godlike powers. For instance, in the comics, his future self visits him, and together they create a blank universe to practice and grow their powers. Eventually, young Franklin transfers his powers to his older self, enabling him to defeat powerful enemies like Mad Celestials. Franklin even resurrects Galactus, who had been killed by the Celestials, and they together defeat their foes. These events highlight Franklin's overwhelming potential. In the Secret Wars storyline, Franklin plays a pivotal role after the multiverse is destroyed and only Battleworld remains. When the heroes defeat God Emperor Doom, Franklin, alongside his father Reed Richards and his sister Valeria, uses his godlike abilities to restore the multiverse. A similar narrative could inspire the MCU, as it aligns with Franklin's introduction and hints at his potential future role. It's unlikely the MCU will adapt the comics page by page, but these arcs could inspire the storyline. Otherwise, why bring a character as powerful as Franklin Richards into the MCU? Additionally, Reed and Sue's daughter, Valeria Richards, is another important character in the Secret Wars storyline. If we see a 10 to 13-year-old Franklin Richards in the MCU, it's highly possible that Valeria will also appear. Franklin Richards' inclusion suggests a significant role in the MCU's overarching narrative. The Fantastic Four team could function without their children, as we've seen in other adaptations. But the decision to include Franklin, and potentially Valeria, points to a much larger purpose in the MCU's future. Based on leaked set photos and reports from insider Daniel, it's clear that Fantastic Four, First Steps will feature Franklin Richards, alongside Reed Richards and Sue Storm's children. Franklin's inclusion suggests he'll play a pivotal role in restoring the multiverse, leading to a soft reboot of the MCU. You might be wondering if this makes Franklin too powerful for the MCU. Well, this will likely be addressed by significantly nerfing his abilities. In the comics, Franklin reduces his powers after restoring the multiverse, placing a mental block on himself. He only allows himself to use his full abilities once a year, letting him lead a normal childhood, something he's always desired. Similarly, the MCU could explore this angle, ensuring Franklin remains relatable while retaining his cosmic-level importance. Even as a child, Franklin's powers are shown to be unpredictable in the comics. For example, during a heated exchange between Reed Richards and Norman Osborn, Franklin uses a toy gun, but his thoughts turn the toy into a real weapon, injuring Norman. Incidents like this prompted Reed to impose mental blocks on Franklin's abilities, a narrative the MCU might adapt to balance his character. Franklin's godlike abilities will likely be pivotal during the Avengers' Secret Wars storyline. After the multiverse is destroyed, Franklin is expected to help restore it with his unparalleled powers. His role will be critical in wrapping up the Secret Wars events, leaving fans excited to see his impact on the MCU. Personally, I'm incredibly excited to see Franklin Richards' introduction in the MCU. While Fantastic Four: First Steps was already a highly anticipated movie, the possibility of Franklin playing a significant role has taken my excitement to a new level. What are your thoughts on Franklin Richards in the MCU? What role do you think he'll play in Fantastic Four: First Steps and Avengers: Doomsday? Share your expectations in the comments. If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for daily Marvel updates.